Systemic design is an exploration. You don't see only the problem, you see the whole thing, and you will find maybe dynamics. You combine all together the behavior, the users, and the structure. So that's very interesting to see how this interferes. And it's more interesting than only the design thinking where you are only focused on the users, because you are focused on a more complex thing. And you need the design tools to understand the different relations between all the stakeholders. Systemic design is a kind of shift. We are not only focused on the project, but we are focused also on the organization. It is a strategic discipline because we are focused on the functioning of organization, and we can create also the product. So that's interesting because we have the whole range from the strategy to the product. You don't stop just at creating the product. Then you evaluate the product. You evaluate how this changes the system. It's a total process. The experts from Oslo Met in continuing education are experts not in design but in their subjects. And they understand that designing is collaborating with experts. It's not being experts. It's being expert with the tools, with the vision, and it's creating also a global vision. It's about co-creation, co-construction with different culture also, which is absolutely interesting because if they succeed with all those gaps, they will succeed in the future to intervene in whatever context. The next steps of this partnership is in October. We have Stellantis. We will explore with the systemic tools the question of mobilities. And then we will pursue this kind of workshop with the international class and with the different design labs. We have this approach to create a platform, European Systemic Design Lab, to progress on tools. And also in the question of research, we are working on a paper for an international conference which takes place in Brighton. So we have very concrete outputs in terms of research, in terms of partnerships, and in terms of going through the exploration of tools. And maybe we will follow an Erasmus strategic partnership, and maybe in the future a joint master funded by Erasmus program. So it's very interesting in terms of mobility, in terms of culture, and in terms also of European construction.